Hey, what's up you guys? Good to see you as always here on Grassroots Garden. What a beautiful day we've got today, man. It's early March, it's about 80 degrees, and a friend of mine called me that doesn't live too far away, and he's got a really cool aquatic plant. So he's cleaning out his pond and he wants to give us some of it. I've been wanting to get it for about 3 years now and it just never worked out. So we're gonna run down to Grassroots, grab our waders, we're gonna go jump in the water, get some of this really neat aquatic plant called Golden Club, and then we're going to take it over to Atomic Sand and put it in the pond out there, and hopefully it takes hold and we can propagate it and we can have it to sell later on down the road at Grassroots. Oh, it looks like Dave got some plants delivered today. But unfortunately, we don't have time to go check them out. So maybe tomorrow we'll come down here and see what all new came in. Man, this is the most exciting time of the year. Like, we are in it now, man. Spring is here. Who knows if we're gonna have another cold snap? I hope not. Time will tell. But we're wide open, man. I'm just in hog heaven. I absolutely love springtime. The weather's beautiful. Everything's blooming. We're gonna have fun today.
No trespassing.
Larry! Hey buddy! How you doing today? Not gonna talk to me as usual? Alright, let's find our waders. Well, not find them because we just found them. Let's get our waders. Let's go get us some aquatic plants. And hopefully there's not too many spiders. Oh, as I say that, there's spider webs everywhere. Hopefully there's not too many down in my waders. All right, let's go. We'll let them ride in the back. Maybe that'll blow some of the spiders out. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
That was pretty funny. I love those girls. That's Joy and Pam, who y'all met before in the channel, on the channel. Super sweet ladies. Really know their stuff, man. We got just a fantastic crew down here at Grassroots. Everybody's always just so joyful and helpful. There goes T across the parking lot right now. Hey buddy. She's down here helping a customer load their car. FedEx is here. Dave's on the loader over there spreading some mulch. It's good times, people. All right guys, we have made it down here to my buddy's house, and check this plant out right here. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? So this is Golden Club, and it's a native aquatic, and he did not plant this down here. This just kind of sprung up. He's in the process of cleaning out this little area down here, and we've got a lot of beautiful specimens that I think what we're going to do is just grab a couple of them, put them in trash bags, and then take them over to Atomic Sand and plant them out there. Got a dirt clod or something in this root. At least I hope it's a dirt clod. Yeah. Not a dead mouse or something. I don't want to destroy the roots on this one.
That's what I was doing. They were pulling up behind, so I'd see some of them's roots kind of hanging out on the bottom. That's what I was doing when I was putting them in those little pots.
Those roots do go way down there, don't they?
Not all of them do, but when they start getting mature, they do. Like I said, they're longer than you think they would be.
Now, I was reading that this plant spreads by rhizomes. So these underground rhizomes are just going through that mud and springing up.
Like that type of elephant ear?
Yeah, very similar. Well, that's your roots right there, but isn't that just a beautiful plant? And it's native, so I mean, what more could you ask for? This is just awesome. I'm so excited to have these. I've been wanting to get them from me forever. Now guys, here's that underground rhizome that we were talking about just a little bit ago. See that right there? So that rhizome is going to spread through this mud underground and send out these roots right here. But it's just such a beautiful plant. And another name for it is Neverwet, because these leaves are water resistant. So if we were to put a drop of water, it just runs right off. Way down there, but it's in a little bit more of sand.
I think that's what did it, was I affected some of the growth when I threw the concrete down a few years ago.
And when I put my hand way down in there, I can feel the roots in that sand. They're kind of coming up a little bit easier, but this is a massive clump right here.
Oh,
this is gonna be a good one. Wait till you see the root on this thing. It's going way down there. I mean, it's huge.
I'm telling you, you might pull up.
Why was it at a snake?
You ever come up with leeches?
I have. I may have to cut this rhizome. I mean, it's huge. But I wanted to get it, most of it up, just to be able to get it on camera.
I don't think that's the norm from what I've seen.
I hope not, because I'm gonna be tired.
Be good to know.
Yeah. I mean, this joker is in here. There we go. I just heard it rip.
I heard it too.
Rip
Oh,
loose.
wow.
Well, there was a giant rhizome down there. I must have had to cut through it, but it felt like it was about the size of a hot dog. But that is a monster clump right there of golden club. That's why it gets its name right there, because it has these golden club-shaped inflorescences. It's actually a spadix I was reading. So the golden spadix that comes up. I am really excited to have some of these. Hopefully they're gonna take off over there in our pond. We can grow a lot more of these and then have them for sale down at Grassroots in the coming years. Well, this one's out here in the middle of the creek, kind of, sort of, in that sand. Let's see. He should be a little easier. Cut through that rhizome. Should be a little easier to get out. I just don't want to cut that tuber. We'll move these out of the way, okay, Dave?
Yeah, sure.
I like them in the sand. They're much easier.
Yeah.
They get in that mud.
You started worst case scenario.
Yeah, get the worst part over first. This one's going under this big, huge rock.
Some developers don't want rocks around. They're happy for you, or used to be happy for you to get them out of their way. I think these came from Grovetown.
Make a nice addition. We ought to be panning for gold down here, man.
Wish you would dig up a bar.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, it's much easier to get them up out of the sand.
That's what all that'll be up there then.
Boy, these go way,
These look like pretty specimens there.
way down. I hope they make it.
I do too.
See, that one broke off with the rhizome. Didn't get a lot of the roots out. It's just so darn deep.
Right. Well, like I said, if you want to leave that one, I can scoop it up with the backhoe and you can get it the next
do
day
that.
or so.
Let's do that. I thought these would be easier to get, but they're just so daggum deep. And I don't want to kill them. and I've probably got enough to keep me busy for a few hours.
And all these are gonna come out when I scoop up that. Like I said, you ain't gotta get them all day. I ain't gonna leave these stuff in the pot for a while just so I can kind of see where they want to do something. I don't want to do too much of that kind of stuff.
Right.
I got a key lime that you can't even see the leaves on it almost. It's got so many buds on it.
Really?
About 10 feet tall.
Awesome.
In a pot, a big old pot.
Yeah. And they taste so much better when you grow them yourself. It's just
That's the only way I can drink a gin and tonic.
Yeah. You making me thirsty. Well guys, we got us a good many of this golden club plant. Now those ones, if you saw a while ago out there in that middle part, those things are deep, deep, deep. So when my buddy brings his backhoe up, he's gonna have to reach down and scoop those out. I think I would have been up to my shoulders had I tried to get those out a little bit better, but super, super cool plant. Really excited to have these. Hopefully they're gonna take over the atomic sand, but let's get over there now, go plant them up and see what they do. Let's be smart and back up there, guys. Okay, guys, welcome to one of my favorite places in the whole world. We were out at Atomic Sand in Beach Island, and I thought I heard something moving in that bush out here. And so we do have alligators out here, and it is 80 degrees today, so we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. But I've showed you guys this place in the past. This is a reclaimed mining area. They reclaimed it as a wetland. This is where Cameron and I came out and dug up a bunch of the hardy water lotus in past videos. And I've also showed you guys that red stem thalia that hasn't woken up from its winter dormancy yet. And I don't think that the water lotus has sprung up just yet either. Let's look and see. Nope, not quite yet. But it shouldn't be long at all with warm temperatures like we're having today. But I'm gonna suit back up. We're gonna plant this golden club or Neverwet right out here, and hopefully it'll take root. Now it was about a 20-minute ride over here. I just put these plants in this old trash bag right here to keep them moist. I wouldn't leave them in there very long, but 20-minute ride shouldn't hurt them. And the great thing about aquatic plants is, versus shrubs and trees and stuff, is we're putting them right back into water, so the recovery time should be a lot less. Hopefully they take root and we'll have that beautiful plant growing all out here. Then like I said, down the road we can come in, dig it up, pot it up, and be able to sell it to other folks that have aquatic situations, or whether it be a man-made pond, or they just want to introduce this into their aquatic situation, whatever it may be. Because it's a native, I feel much better about selling this type plant than some of the others that we have to order in that could be, quote unquote, a little invasive. Get off of there. And these waders are hot today, you guys. They're definitely necessary, but all this neoprene or whatever kind of fabric this is on an 80-degree day is not the most comfortable suit to wear. So I'm gonna try to get this done pretty quick. Oh, that's a lot of plants we got, guys. So before I get my hands all muddy, I'll show you guys a little bit more about the spadix, or this inflorescence on the golden club. You see it's got all these little yellow flowers, which gives it the name golden club. Now we'll have to watch these, and it might be too, since we transplanted them and, you know, kind of interrupted their flowering cycle, we may not get any berries, but we should, if these got pollinated and if they transplant well, we should get some berries all out along this inflorescence. And that's kind of how they procreate, as well as those big underground tubers that we had to cut through. Some of them I didn't get quite as much root system as I would have liked, but as you saw, it was pretty tough digging conditions. They were pretty daggum deep, so we're gonna cross our fingers and get them planted. I've got my favorite little spade shovel. I think all I'm gonna do is simply come in right along the edge here because these are a marginal plant. Anywhere from 1 inch up to a foot deep is where they kind of really like to grow. So I'm just going to go along the edge here, just stick my spade in, wiggle it back and forth, make a depression, open it up a little bit, pop them in, and let's see what happens. Just going to wiggle this shovel back and forth. We've got some pretty heavy clay out here because this is as I said, reclaimed mining area. So all the clays and stuff, they kind of filled back in this huge hole back here. So a lot of heavy clays, but I think that this plant should love it back here. I'm just going to wiggle it down in the hole a little bit and then gently compact some soil around that root, and I think they're going to do good. This one's got a nice root system still on it. I'm just going to stick it down in there, planting it about 4 to 5 inches deep, right on the edge of this pond, and hopefully it loves its new home. And let's plant some over here by this red stem thalia too. Maybe some of it will have a little bit of shade, since it was growing in a shady area that we just brought it from. You know, some of it may do a little bit better. So let's try that. We'll plant some right around that plant. Oh my goodness, that's the mosquitoes already, you guys. Holy crap. Already found me. And I got to keep a lookout too for Mr. Alligator. I don't want him waking up from his wintertime dormancy and being hungry and coming over here finding me. I am sure enough not excited about mosquito season already upon us. But what are you gonna do? I'd much rather it be warm than cold, so I'll take it. Look at the nice root system we got on that guy. He should do well. Move the mud out of the way a little bit. Pop him in right there. Good luck, little fella. And this is what we're working with out here right here, guys. A lot of leftover pebbles, real sandy, but also just a lot of native clay as well. I think should make this plant pretty happy. That's a big old clump right there, and we can take some of the soil that we brought with us, kind of pack it down in there, and then just tuck him back in. And I think that he's gonna like this spot. I sure hope so, because this is a beautiful plant. There you have it, guys. We've got them planted all along the edge, that way going towards my truck. And then as you saw, I went down this edge over here. We probably got about 20 of them that we were able to plant. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that they make it. They're able to propagate themselves and spread, and then we'll have a really cool plant for sale. Probably be a year or two down the road, but nonetheless, you never know unless you try it. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today and all the times that you do. And The more you know, the more you grow. We'll see you on the next video.